Horg. Wait. Okay, yeah. I'm just making sure. It's all good. Okay. This is, honestly, I should probably just say, make the last maybe like 2 stream days with Stream Element, and then I could probably switch over to something else like StreamerBot or something. OBS add-on for Alright, anyways. Hello everyone, hello. As you can see, it's a little bit different this time. The chat looks different. The overlay looks different. And why is that? Well, I'm in progress of making new set of overlays. And I'm just I'm transitioning for like the multi-stream stuff, so hopefully I'll be able to do that. Let me edit this real quick. Hold up, misspelled something. Save. That should fix it by now. Yep, there it is. There it is. Oh wait, hold up. Which also means I need to switch over to. I need to change my donation thing, or my tip. Yeah, my donation thing to something else. I could probably find out what it is. I could probably find out. Okay. Anyways, so today, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a casual stream. No video recording today. It's just me chatting with you guys, watching videos, memes, and also, if there is time, I'll start editing my video. I'm gonna edit the video live in front of you guys, so you guys can get like a little sneak peek of what's to come to one of my videos. You know, excited? I'm very excited, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, while that is happening, or while I'm getting ready for that, and of course, for that, I am also gonna make sure, I am gonna find some videos for you guys. Why is that such a normal latency? It should have been like low latency. Whatever. Actually, I might just have to start unlisting all my streams, because they're all gonna all be moved to my VOD channel anyways. So, you know. All right, so what I am going to be doing today, what I am going to be doing today, ladies and gentlemen, is yeah, watching videos and all that stuff, chatting and all, and you know, just the normal stuff. And also, there are drops available for you guys. I've got enabled drops, so it's neat. Very, very neat. Actually, I could probably look at the current campaigns for it. Viewer rewards, drops. Let's see what's going on with the current drops. Honestly, I don't mess with drops. Ew, I'm not gonna do it anyway. Anywho. Borg. Alright, well, I mean, not much, there's not much else, so I guess we can start reacting to videos. me go ahead, turn on the music. Alright, let's get into it, shall we? That's display capture. We don't want display capture. We want window capture. Where's that? There we go. There we go. Hey, did I mean? Alright. Oh, know what? Just let me actually launch the media request. So you guys can submit memes. So, like, for example, let's first say, let me get like a good meme here. Hit playlist. I'm trying to see which. Okay, I got one. So, like, for example, if I put in the command !SR, which hopefully I'll be able to like find something related to media requests, so you guys can submit videos, and then I can show this on stream.
Art, I don't want to alarm you, but
Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. I'm not right there. Hold on, let me play that again.
Art, I don't want to alarm you, but
There we go. I couldn't hear it.
Art, I don't want to alarm.
There we go. Alright, now you guys are able to submit memes. Alright! Cowabunga. Anyways. Alright, now that I got that all set up, now we can start reacting. We can start reacting to videos. Lethal Company got. Oh, I have not played Lethal Company in such a while. James Charles crash out. Oh boy. Oh boy, I wonder what this could be all about. Wonder what this crash out is about. Which, by the way, chat,
I heard a name today that I haven't heard in many moons.
Shut up, Moise. We'll get into you in a sec. No disrespect. I already know about the whole thing with like James Charles being hey, you know what? But then again, but the you know, I wonder what this rat shot could be about.
I heard a name today that I haven't heard in many moons. Had me feeling like Robin Williams when he crawled out of Jumanji asking what year it is. That name? James Charles.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James.
Oops.
I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's a GoFundMe link. Any donations help." I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job.
What a yucky douchebag. This
Yeah,
is like
exactly.
cartoon villain level evil monologue here. Oh, no money, huh? No money?
No money.
Bang, shrink ray. Now you're short too. Like that kind of thing. It's so over the top, stinking, oozing assholery. I cannot believe his delusional mind thought this was a good idea or like a strong look or a worthwhile dunk to be punching down on someone who's already fallen on hard times after losing their job, and they reached out to you in this desperate situation because clearly they have an appreciation of you. So they threw the Hail Mary, seeing what happens. I doubt they were expecting this kind of response. Now, of course, there is always the chance that it is fraudulent. There are so many fake GoFundMes out there, so there's always a chance that all of it is fucking fiddlesticks. It could all be baloney. I have no way
It
of
could
knowing
be.
that. I only
Never
have
know.
James Charles fucking Gangnam styling on this person and insulting them for it to go on, which leads me to believe that it might be real, because if it was just fake, obviously just a sham, why would he even be bothering to crash out for over 2 minutes about it? So I'm going to work under the assumption that this is a real person that has reached out about it. You could have just not responded.
Yeah,
Like, that
exactly.
was also an option. You didn't.
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
come-
like exactly. Like, listen, if you don't believe that the GoFundMe is legit, then don't respond to it at all. Don't say anything. Like, it's free to shut up, and it's free to talk. And it's free. I know it's free to talk, but it's also free to not say anything at all. Like, come on, man.
over here and start like spitting and dunking on him. Like, how dare you even message me asking for help? Are you out of your fucking mind? I'm James Charles, goddammit. And is there anything ickier than someone that has a job like James Charles telling someone else to get a job, preaching that they need to get a job? Brother, this former Spirit Airlines worker is a 10 times harder worker and has done 10 times as much labor as you ever have in your life. James Charles' entire career has been just farting out dog shit products and posting cringe videos, and he couldn't even do that without also trying to sext minors. So how dare you?
Yeah, there it is. There's the page for of that. Wait, hold on. Is this? It's. Why is? Yeah. Why is that like that? Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on. There. Yeah, that's why. All right. There we go. I'll fix.
Try and tell an actual hardworking American to go get a job as if you've done anything worthwhile and you've done like actual work. You got the easiest fucking job in life. You got dealt a very lucky hand, bro. This is so tasteless. It's so crude. Coming from James Charles of all people. So you've never been in a desperate financial situation. Great. Group hug in the shower tonight, James. Glad you've never gone through a financial struggle. This person is. And they desperately tried to reach out to you, and there's no obligation for you to try and, like, save them or anything. Obviously, there's no expectation of that, but they tried anyway because they're feeling in a rough spot. So they tried, and now you're insulting them and publicly trying to humiliate them for it. It's just so gross, bro.
Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you?
There's no way the word.
Because there are people that are actually in desperate need of help, and funding could actually go a long way, even if it's like, what, maybe like maybe $1. Anything can help them at this point. Sub chat. Wait, why is there 2 chats? Hold up, I have 2 chats. Oh, let me remove one of them. There we go. In that case, I can wait. No, that's where are my new alerts? Okay, we move the alerts up there. All right, chat's fine right there. On. I'm adjusting. Hold up. Give me a sec. How's that? Is that good? Does the chat look good? I'm just making sure some of my overlays are not like in the wrong place. I mean, it looks fine. Yeah, it looks fine. I don't think it's that bad. All right, cool. Go. And a call at the moment as well. Oh, that's nice. I'm just looking through. Actually, this could be in a better place. The corner actually might be much better. Right there's good. Friends right there. Text to speech will be fine where it was. Alright, there we go.
Word entitled just left his lips. Right?
Okay, back to the video.
There's no way he said that. James Charles did. He didn't use that word against somebody else, did he? That had to be an audio glitch. I'm gonna assume that there's no way his vocal folds would even let the word entitled leave his lips. Oh my god, the lack of self-awareness would probably cause his fucking head to combust. So I'm not even gonna bother touching on that one, holy. So let's instead look at the other stuff he said. He really highlighted that this person doesn't follow him. Who gives a fuck? There's plenty of people that I watch their stuff and engage in their content with without subscribing to them or following them on socials. That's pretty normal, actually. I don't know why he's like spiteful about that. So then he's using that to say like, oh, you must have sent this to like 100 other celebrities. Based on what, man? You're just making an assumption. You're just taking a guess. You don't know that. You could be the only person they reached out to about it because they really admired you and thought that maybe you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what? They probably the main reason why they will probably like message you and all that stuff is probably because obviously number one is like they look up to you, they really wish for your support and all that stuff, and hopefully to be the hero that you were. But no, James Charles had to do the one thing that no one wants to see, and that's And you know what?
Who could be that helping hand. Which again, there's no obligation for him to do, but why go this hard against them? This is fucking diabolical. And you have no idea if they've sent out job applications or not. Why are you speaking as though you're certain they haven't? They very well could have 100 job applications out there right now. The Spirit Airline layoffs are still pretty new. Getting a job right away is not like this, bro. I don't know how out of touch you are with reality and what's going on in the world around you. It doesn't happen lickety-split like that. So in the meantime, they are out income. And I imagine as a Spirit Airlines employee, they weren't rolling in dough, able to afford fucking mansions and stuff. They're probably wondering where next month's rent is going to come from in the meantime in between jobs. So they reached out to you in the interim. That would be my guess. You have no clue if they've sent out job applications. It takes
Like, yeah, you don't know them personally. You don't actually know what they do outside of their lives. Even if it's like just one singular thing, and it's like the moment someone asks for like help, you act like you personally know them on a scale of like, oh yeah, hey buddy, yeah, you, I don't like you, you know, you I don't, why don't you go get a job, you poor, you don't got money, well then you can't even buy my products, and if you buy my products, then I will consider doing that for you. Like, that's not how that works. If someone is in need of help, like, they started a GoFundMe or, like, or a certain, like, or started, like, a donation thing for, like, cancer treatment or surgery or whatever, something that was important financially, for, like, medical-wise or rent or anything like that, then you have to look into it first, and if it's legit, then you can actually put in the effort of like, yeah, you know what, I'll actually donate money to you for the surgery or whatever medical treatment is needed. Like, it's a simple concept of, hey, I'll, as a human being, I'll support you and all that shit. Like, what the fuck?
takes a while.
You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm going to send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God. Welcome to the real world, sweetheart. People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you?
What do you think, chat? Why do you think James Charles should help them? Why should why should a big creator support someone who either is a new fan or a fan who's been a fan and supporting them for a while, or just basically just a fan who's trying to see if they can get support from the creator they are inspired and believe and see as their hero. Go take that to your bed. Go take that to your bed. Thank you. My dog.
What is Dr. Doofenshmirtz even crashing out about at this point?
What is Dr. Doofenshmirtz crashing not all about? Not well, that Perry the Platypus keeps screwing up of his evil plans. It's called the good and evil, good versus evil, and good apparently almost like 95% of the time always wins. The 5% or villains or the monsters or whatever.
He's having a conniption, blowing a gasket. Over what? What are you even yapping about? You're not even making a point anymore. You're trying to tell someone else how the real world functions when you yourself haven't been a member of the real world in like a fucking decade. You are so detached from the real world, yet you're over here lecturing them about it? It's absurd, bro. You couldn't write someone this out of touch and this unlikable. He's like the Starbucks CEO about the $9 coffee and the premium experience, but wrapped up in like an insufferable asshole influencer.
Aside from that, 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need the GoFundMe? I can at least like 1% respect the mentality of closed mouths don't get fed, doesn't hurt to try. But honestly, it does hurt to try because now you pissed me off. Okay, I'm not the one. Go find fucking Mr. Reese. This is literally his entire shtick. I'm sure the next YouTube video is literally gonna be like, I rehired all 17,000 of the Spirit Airlines employees, and it's gonna be the real life Hunger Games. The last one of them to leave the Spirit Airlines plane gets to be the CEO of the new company and gets a house and a car and $10 million that everybody else dies.
That is not how Mr. Beast works. That is not how Mr. B works. Or that's what, at least what he would not actually do. Sure, I can see him like probably do like a challenge, but I do not see him actually buying Spirit Airlines and like doing all that stuff. Giving away stuff, that's one thing. That is one thing. But I don't see him actually doing like anything else. So you know,
Stop trying to make jokes. Like, actually, just please stop trying to make jokes, James. Put the kibosh on it right now. It's miserable listening to him try and inject humor into anything. Why did it piss you off? How does that piss you off? Yeah, 17,000 people lost their jobs here, man. That's 17,000 people that are now out income. I imagine a lot of them are feeling very similar ways to the person that reached out to you. This person just decided to try. They decided to throw a Hail Mary. Again, you could have just ignored it. Why did it piss you off? That's a fucking you problem, man. That is a weird response to it.
Like, go find that video to compete in, baby. I'm not helping you. I'm not fucking helping you. All you did was lost your job, okay? Welcome to the real world. I can at least understand if you were like, James, I'm a longtime fan. Here's a trillion years of DMs and my support for you. I love you. I'm suffering with a really rare genetic disease that there is no cure for, and I'm trying to raise money for myself and other people that have this. Maybe I would help. Maybe I would help because I love you and I appreciate you. This bitch, you lost your fucking job? Oh. What are we gonna do? Nothing! I'm gonna do nothing. You know what you need to do? Go find a fucking new one, girl. Put some effort into the workplace.
Hey, pal. You just blow in from Stupid Town?
Hey pal, did you blow from Stupid Town? Fuck, this is fucking. That is like the most genuine response that anyone could give, and I would definitely say that to someone who crashed out like that. Not even making a point, just straight up saying some random bullshit. By the way, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. But that is just crazy.
Really thought he cooked with this rant. So the impression here is that the only people in the world he cares about are people that like mindlessly support him through thick and thin forever. Here's a trillion DMs. Okay, now I care about you. So maybe if you had like a genetic disease where you were dying and you were about to just kick the bucket, I might consider spitting on you if you were on fire. I might, because you've proven that you're a fan.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what would happen. That's exactly what would happen.
And those are the only people I care about. Those are the only human beings to me, are the fans. Then I would have cared.
It's me, Springtrap, you bloody American. What up, British man? What the Why you name the old man in 1940s? What the fuck?
Says that she wasn't a fan, by the way, James, just because she didn't follow you or DM you before. What an awful perspective to have on people, huh? Again, you could have just not said anything about it, but you decided to make a whole show. You decided to go fucking hog wild on it. And man, do you look like a clown talking about hard work in the real world, two things that you are not someone to be lecturing anyone on. You don't work hard, and you are not in the real world. And that's one of like the biggest things, like points he tries to make here. Get real. This person is just in a desperate spot, as a lot of people are and have been. And in those positions...
Oi, number 40 is my lucky one? Uh-huh, sure. 40 is my lucky number of all time? Sure.
Sometimes people try a Hail Mary. That's what they did here. It clearly didn't resonate with you in any way, and for some reason really brought the demon out of you, James, for some reason. But I don't think they did anything wrong. Again, you could have just not said anything about it. And you have no idea if they are applying for jobs. It rarely happens overnight, especially currently.
Yep.
So in the meantime, having no income is scary and detrimental to actual working people, James. Most average workers can't just coast off of poop they shat out years ago like you can. Just collecting paychecks off of the trash that you've peddled over the years passively. So in the meantime, they made this GoFundMe. They reached out to you, and then you had this ballistic response to it. And
yeah, that is like the most ballistic response that anyone could have.
James did get dunked on for it, so he made an apology video.
This video was fucking stupid. It was rude.
Yep, there's the quote-unquote apology, by the way.
It was obnoxious. It was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely fucking unnecessary. When I saw that DM, I absolutely had the choice to ignore it and say absolutely nothing at all and move on with my day. But instead, I couldn't even tell you why. Her message just triggered me, and I decided instead to make a video about it.
Put a shirt on. You don't need to get into formal attire, not asking you to put a suit and tie on, but do you do the bare minimum of at least putting on clothes? Why are you filming this video half awake in your hotel bed after a night of binge drinking and meth smoking? Like, you couldn't just do at least a tad bit more? Why do I have to watch you shirtless here fucking like sleepwalk through your response?
And I bashed her, and it was obnoxious, and I shamed her for asking for help in a situation where she was clearly really struggling, and this could have been her absolute last resort. I have no idea what was going on in her life, and I should have never assumed that she was just copying and pasting this DM as an easy way out. I don't know. I just don't know.
Ooh, I know. I've got my hand raised. I know. It's because you are an egomaniac. It's because you are a...
There you go. There you go. That is the right response to say about James Charles. That's the exact right reason of calling James Charles at this moment, especially with everything that has been going on within recent events with James Charles. So, you know,
self-centered, self-absorbed, narcissistic piece of shit, bro. That's why you did it. You thought that you were above this person, and you thought you could actually convince your audience that what they are doing is wrong and worthy of being shamed, and you tried to even spin it in a way like hard work, when you yourself are not the product of hard work. So you tried to puff out your chest about how much it takes to get back out there with the elbow grease, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, but the message falls flat because you, the messenger, are not that person. And you're also choosing someone who is going through a very real grievance, again, assuming all of this is a legitimate story and a legitimate person, which I have no reason to believe it's not, based on everything he's said. So, really, it was all a pile of dog shit, and you let your mask slip so people get to see even more about the real you, James. This is the real you.
My intention behind making this video in the first place was I get a lot of messages like this every single day. And for me personally, it
definitely sucks to receive messages from people that don't follow you and don't support you, treating you like our personal ATM or bank account. But what I'm sure sucks even fucking more is not knowing where your next paycheck is coming from and not being sure whether or not you're going to be able to put food on the table for yourself and your family. So it really doesn't matter what my intentions were behind making the video, because it came across as super fucking privileged and like I was basically shaming anybody that's unemployed for not trying hard enough to get a job. And I feel awful because that wasn't my intention and it really hurt a lot of people.
This is coming across very genuine here, James, as he's falling into slumber here. It feels like I'm watching a video of someone ODing. Why did you even film it like this, man? And also, I don't understand why it even upset him in the first place and why he says it sucks that people, treat me like an ATM. I get these random messages from people that obviously don't know anything about me and are just trying to hose me for cash. Like, yeah, that happens. That's annoying if you see it, but I guarantee most of the messages go to his management. I guarantee James doesn't see the vast majority of those, like,
dude, dude, just imagine you did something like that on social media and all of a sudden you actually get what's the word I'm looking, what is the word I am looking for? But you crash out and you post it out without even like your manager's like knowledge, and then all of a sudden your manager looks at you like, what is wrong with you?
Reaching out for money type things. It's not like a telemarketer call. Telemarketers get a direct line to you, they call you, then they treat you like a little piggy bank for their trash product, and you know what happens there? You hang up. Here, these messages go into the fucking void. You'd have to go out of your way to find these like spam, scam, like fraudulent things. Like,
right.
I don't understand why he's making it seem like, oh, it's so hard being me, James Charles, where people reach out and they don't even care because they're asking me for money.
People don't want to be like James Charles. There are actually some people who prefer to actually be someone else. Like, I don't think I can give an example, but because it already shows an example.
Again, I don't think you see most of them, and the ones you do see, just ignore. Like, it takes like actual split seconds. If he was making a point like, friends and family are always reaching out to me just for cash, they treat me like I'm not even a human anymore, I'm just a cash ATM for them, then I'd get it, because yeah, that sucks, that's horrible. That's not what he's saying. It's so weird, like his view on it, at least to me, I think it's weird. I'll sum up the next section where he tries to like relate to the average worker, saying that he knows how hard it is in today's job market. I know people looking for a job and it sucks, getting ghosted and stuff like that. So now he's saying like, oh, I get it. It's super, I relate. That's now his big thing that he's saying in this section. And then he goes on to talk about how he recognizes that he got...
I'll say, something on Discord. Look, boy, you're on Twitch, man. As of right now, the media request is enabled, so you can actually just submit something instead of just sending me it.
Lucky with his makeup tutorials, so now he's got the position he's in, and now in his position he needs to learn how to humble himself.
And for anybody that saw that video and was disappointed or upset with what I said, I am super sorry, especially to the woman from Spirit Airlines. I did try to look for her message earlier before making this video, and I couldn't find it. If you see this video and you want to get in touch, I would love to apologize to you directly and to help you out a little bit. But if you are not comfortable with that, I totally understand too. I really appreciate anybody that sent me a message or left a comment about this video today, letting me know how insensitive it was. I really needed to hear that.
Giggling so hard. He's going on like, okay, I really want to help now. I tried to find her message, but I fucking banished to the Shadow Realm somewhere along the way. I really want to help. I've learned my lesson.
What do I have to do? I have to show you this. Just type in !SR and then the YouTube link. I'm gonna go.
and then there's a cut, and then he's got the blanket pulled over him. He's tucking himself into bed. Why? It's so fake. It's so unbelievably fake.
And I really need to think twice before I hit record and just start yapping on this account. I genuinely treat this spam page like I'm on FaceTime with you guys. I love to laugh and tell you stories and rant and scream at the camera and joke around with y'all, but sometimes I genuinely forget how many people are watching, and it was completely inappropriate to make a joke out of somebody just trying to provide for themselves and their family. That's definitely my bad.
What joke did you make, man? It was
Yeah,
just
what joke?
insulting them. It was just berating them for having the gall to try and reach out to you in any capacity during a hard time. Where was the haha? I don't know why he's saying it like that. Like, I just, I love to rant, I love to yap, I love to laugh, I love to joke, and, well, I just forgot that so many people like me and watch me, and this one came across bad. I shouldn't have been joking about this one. But you weren't joking, you were just insulting this person. What are you talking about? And it wouldn't have changed even if you had, like, a fraction of the people watching. You'd still be
Look at
an
this
asshole.
YouTube
It'd still be
our
fucking weird to have that
video
response
of
to it.
me.
So yeah, that's the James Charles stuff going on in a nutshell. I haven't heard that name in a long time, and
I'll take a look
popped up
at it
today,
here.
and I had to watch that. What a wacky fucking rant. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya.
Cool. All right, so that's done. All right, let me see if I can. Oh no. Let me copy that. Paste that. Let's take a look. Platform horror animation short. Ugh, that is a nasty looking thumbnail. Burning blood images. Oh, blood. Oh, is there? Do I not have like a warning tag? Hold on. I gotta check something. Classify content. All right, there we go. All right, I had to update some. Update. All right, let's watch this. Stop. Hold on. Before I go, I continue that. Wait. No, go back. Go back. I gotta make sure it's not copyrighted. Hold on, I gotta make sure it's not like copyrighted first off. Is Frankie VG copyright? Easy songs. There we go. I can't really see chat right now. Uh, Okay, this so by the looks of it, um, by the looks of it, this is copyrighted. The music is copyrighted, so I cannot watch this. I cannot watch it. It has copyright music. I can't play it. I can't play it. I'm sorry. The Faithful Sheriff Crash Shop. No, actually, I gotta look at this. The Faithful. I gotta see this. Harassing kids with God, really? The Faithful Sheriff just destroyed his career, featuring Gideon in. That's from like a month ago. Let's watch. Watch that. This is like an hour-long video. Jeez, hour-long video. Is there like a quick version of it? All right. Well, we'll just have to watch. We're gonna watch this. I have watched a little bit of this, but I haven't watched it like completely because I was watching it like at night, and I never like finished it. So we're gonna watch this.
Virtual YouTubing, or VTubing, has been growing in popularity since the phenomenon was first introduced to the digital landscape back in 2010. This is a form of content where an individual live streams or creates videos using a virtual avatar instead of their real face and body. These avatars are typically modeled in an anime style, and while there are plenty of normal VTubers...
By the way, what? By the way, where's Fillion? Okay, well...
out there's also tons of people in this space that are nothing more than gooner bait for an impressionable audience. Sometimes these avatars are modeled after children to entertain a demographic of weirdo.
I'm not gonna say anything.
And pedophiles, and sometimes they're peanuts. This is the Faithful Sheriff. He's a peanut VTuber who stole his character model from a massively popular VTuber known as the Burnt Peanut. Yes, there are two peanuts in this story, just bear with me. Before the Faithful Sheriff decided to steal the Burnt Peanut's VTubing shtick, he was a normal streamer that went by the name Dr. Witnesser. He's a neckbeard in his 40s that claims to be a Christian preacher and goes on Fortnite every day to talk to children about God.
Yes, I talk to minors all the time. So what? An 8-year-old, I talk to them all day. Every day.
Hello?
Hello?
What's your name?
My name's Dr. Witnesser. What's your name? Hello?
My name? Quiz.
Quiz? Awesome, Quiz. How old are you, Quiz?
I'm 5.
Oh,
No, he's 6.
that's cool. I'm
40.
In 4th grade, people were saying that Santa Claus
What?
wasn't real, that your parents just bring you the presents.
Yeah, that's actually true, unfortunately. And that's another lie, and that people do spread. So where are you from?
America.
Don't give me that crap, bro. Don't give me that crap, okay? I know.
America.
Yeah, I'm from America too. What state, genius?
A state.
You're 100% an idiot. You're
How are they an idiot if they don't want to tell you which part of the state they That's crazy.
You're a go to school. I know you shouldn't be calling people to or more, but they literally are. They literally are. What else am I supposed to say? How else am I supposed to describe them? I can't say the R word. That's a slur, apparently.
If he's not insulting
It technically is. It technically is. The R word is a slur.
literal children for trolling him, or telling them they're going to hell for not believing in Jesus, he's asking his teammates questions like this.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, hey, just let me know.
Say I'm talking to a 17-year-old girl on Twitch. We're talking about like just content creation, right? Talking about maybe collabing on a game or something, you know. And I say I'll be right back. I have to go blow up a toilet because I have heavy acidic diarrhea. Would that be inappropriate?
I don't think the question would be inappropriate. I think the talking to a 17-year-old girl trying to collaborate with her would be the inappropriate part.
Okay, so what if she was going to be like 18 the next day? Would that be still inappropriate?
The Faithful Sheriff has been streaming this kind of content for over half a decade now and has only recently blown up after copying the Burnt Peanuts avatar. In this video, I will be covering his history of controversies before he started
Then you have to watch
YouTubing
it. Watch this about me. Springtrap buddy. No, Afton buddy. Listen, the stream is not about you, buddy. I'm joking. You listen. I do like FNAF. I really do, but I do not want to watch FNAF content right now.
The Peanut, as well as everything he's
You
done
want to submit
after that's led to
videos?
his recent
Just
blow-up.
type in
This is the
!SR
story of the Faithful Sheriff, the streamer who
and then
harasses
put
kids
in the
with
YouTube
God.
link.
The Faithful Sheriff, whose real name is Joseph Hennig, began streaming in April 2020.
So after this,
As I
we
stated
do.
in the beginning of the video, Joseph wasn't
What?
always a Peanut VTuber. In fact, he
okay,
didn't become a knockoff Burnt Peanut clone until the start of 2026. Joseph formerly went by the moniker Dr. Witnesser, and funnily enough, this online username also happens to be another stolen asset from an infamous streamer known as Dr. Disrespect. If you somehow don't know who Dr. Disrespect is, I'll give you a brief rundown. He was a massively popular video game live streamer who was banned off the platform Twitch in 2020 after he was caught messaging a minor through the website's private message feature. The reason for his ban was initially a mystery. However, Dr. Disrespect would eventually confirm that he did in fact send inappropriate messages to a minor in a now deleted tweet from June 2024. Joseph is still a massive fan of Dr. Disrespect even after this information came to light, and he will actively defend him at any given chance on his live streams.
Was this the same guy that defended Dr. Disrespect? Are you the person that's condemning Dr. Disrespect after 7 years later? Texts that lean in a direction of inappropriate with a minor and you have no clue what they're about? You're just automatically assuming there's something sexual in nature with a girl when the word inappropriate can mean a lot of different things. Dr. Disrespect is not a pet. Okay, do you understand what a pet is? Someone who is attracted to minors and younger
I say
people.
after this, we'll look at what I proposed to you. Maybe.
And that's their sexual preference. And that's disgusting, obviously. You're saying that, well, Dr. Disrespect might have whispered somebody and also could not have even known the age of the person and then maybe later found out the age of the person, right? You don't know the circumstances of what happened. It's more than likely he didn't know what their age was.
Bro, why are you defending Dr. Disrespect? Why did you defend him?
Let's see. Probably because he didn't break any laws. He wasn't arrested. He committed no.
What? Even if I... Hold on. If I kill children, these people really disgust me with my PDFs and others. Yeah, I agree.
Crime. He's being accused of something that he didn't do. I don't know.
I'd like to note there's been a false narrative crafted around this story that the minor Dr. Disrespect was messaging was 17 years old, which somehow makes it okay. It's important to know that the real age of the minor the doc was talking to has never actually been revealed. Doc defenders like Joseph here have chosen to lie and say the minor was 17 because, well, on a pedophile defender scale of 1 to 17, 17 is
Any titles that need to be watched? Yeah. Right. Oh. I only got one towel. That's it. Well, I'll throw it in my work clothes. All right. Yeah, I will be right back. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Apologize.
Is generally considered the least bad of the evils to them. Sorry to sound crass, that's just the most point-blank way to explain a Dr. Disrespect defender's thought process.
Dr. Disrespect clearly didn't do anything wrong because if you use their brain, one, talking to a minor inappropriately in a sexual manner in California is against the law. Two, if he did what they said he did, he would have been arrested and charged. Since he wasn't, he didn't do what they say they did. He did. So their argument falls apart right there.
This line of logic of no arrest, no crime doesn't make any sense, and it's a juvenile way to hand-wave Dr. Disrespect's actions. I guess this guy thinks everyone in the Epstein files are completely innocent too. Dr. Witnesser will even go as far as creating insane theoretical arguments where he asks his teammates if they would think it's weird if he himself was talking to a 17-year-old online.
I got a question for you.
Yeah. Hey, just let me know.
Say I'm talking to a 17-year-old girl on Twitch. We're talking about like just content creation, right? Talking about maybe collabing on a game or something, you know. And I say I'll be right back. I have to go blow up a toilet because I have heavy acidic diarrhea. Would that be inappropriate?
I don't think the question would be inappropriate. I think the talking to a 17-year-old girl trying to collaborate with her would be the inappropriate part.
Okay, so what if she was going to be like 18 the next day? Would that be still inappropriate?
Yeah, because she's not 18.
This guy has a wife and kids, by the way. He also doesn't just stop at
I'm sorry, this man has a wife. This is a whole new level of disgust. That is a whole new level of disgust. Like, if you have a wife and a kid, and you're doing that shit? Like, what is wrong with you?
actively defending Dr. Disrespect's actions. He's also a financial supporter of his show.
Dr. Witnesser, thank you for the $10, Doc. I'm 20 minutes deep in some spice, hot, acidic, goosebump-driven diarrhea, and I ran out of toilet paper. I'm install 102 in the arena. Can you send Alex in to toss me a roll? Alex is not here today. You're in Shit out of luck.
Oh god! Oh god! Bro, that was so worth it.
I think all of this is important context to know about Dr. Witnesser, considering the fact that his main content while streaming is talking to children on Fortnite.
Hey, I got a question because I get a lot of flack. So you're a kid, I'm an adult, right? Is it like normal for kids to talk to adults in random parties in Fortnite, or should adults like not talk to you at all because you're a kid?
I don't know.
Okay.
You don't know.
Well, I mean, your parents gave you permission to talk to like people in Fortnite, right? I mean, they know you. Okay, all right. So it's normal.
Yeah, cause I'm friends with the mom, and she's very nice to me.
With a mom? Oh, you have a friend on Fortnite who's a mom, and she's on your friends list, and you guys play Fortnite together sometimes?
Yeah, she's my best friend, and I'll be playing with her husband and her at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's normal. It's normal. You meet friends that are adults.
So friends, just friends is normal. That's 100% normal. But when it comes to like that aspect, like if it's like you're just friends on game, whatever, it's like temporary friendship. It is what it is. But if it's like in that sort of way, then that's like a whole different story.
On games, and you play with them, and everything's cool. Okay.
Yeah, as long as they're not, creeps and.
Yeah, there's weirdos out there, trust me. Yeah, I was talking to my wife. I was like, why do people think it's so weird for like adults to talk to kids?
I think the main reason why Dr. Witnesser focuses on preaching to children is because they're young and impressionable. For this reason, they usually engage with the faithful sheriff's diatribes about God without much pushback. When this guy tries to talk to adults about God, they usually end up making fun of him or trolling him.
No, you might need. I don't know if we can res you. You might want to call God to come resurrect you.
That's not funny.
It's pretty funny. You're not, you smiled. Don't lie.
I didn't. It's mockery.
I did.
It's a mockery.
See, you know what I mean? Don't get too serious on us, all right? We're playing Fortnite. We're not here to listen to your Bible studies.
Hey, dude. It's the most important thing you're ever going to listen to in your whole entire life because it's going to save your life.
You are not going to do anything.
What?
It's going to affect my life.
I should probably tell you what I do.
Are you a hitman?
I got a particular set of skills.
Male on male porn guy?
No.
What? Pardon me, what? Okay, well, then.
Oh, I have a particular set of skills.
Taking it without flinching.
I go into games, I teach people about the Bible. Anybody interested in hearing about that?
Sounds awful. Yeah, how hard can I beat my slaves?
Okay. Brother in Christ. What is wrong with these people?
Okay, how many times can I shake my wiener before it becomes plain with myself?
That's honestly a very valid question. Does our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ know the answer?
And when Dr.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Witnesser is rightfully called out for his predatory actions targeting children on Fortnite, he will have an absolute meltdown before rage quitting the game.
Anybody that goes after children about anything, it's predatory behavior.
I didn't say that.
Where is the distinction?
Well, the distinction would be so like if their parents want them to learn about those types of things, that type of stuff, wouldn't they teach them, or wouldn't they find?
Why do you use the terminology predatory?
Because you're going after children. I mean, when you
I'm not though. That's the thing. That's
then why
the
wouldn't
lie.
you do it? Why wouldn't
That's
you do it
the
another
lie
way?
that
Why
you're doing,
wouldn't
bro.
you?
That's the
Why
lie
don't you go
you're
door to
doing,
door
bro.
or wherever
You're going
anybody
into
else?
there and you're
Just because you're louder than me doesn't mean you're right, buddy.
You're
Calm down.
literally going into a game and telling me I'm a predator for playing a game that children happen to play.
No,
and I'm
not
not
for
even
playing the
targeting
game.
children.
Not for playing the
Yes,
game.
you are. Yes, you are. No, yes, you are.
For
You're saying
trying
I'm
to
playing this
preach
game
the
and
whole
preaching
religion
the gospel, and if I happen to come across a child,
Is there
I'm
a
a
reason
predator
you're yelling?
suddenly.
Is there a reason you're yelling right now?
I'm
Can you be a
talking
little
louder
calmer?
because no, bro. No,
This
I'm
is
not being a little
insane,
calmer
man.
because you're evil is what you are. You're an
Ooh,
evil
this
person.
This is why people don't like you. It's because you're
You're
a
an
bad
evil.
person.
You're literally an evil person, bro. Going in there and telling me I'm spreading the
This is why
gospel to
people
children.
don't like you, bud. This
Bro,
is why.
see, all you're after is to try to tear me down and tear what I do down. That's all you're
couldn't
after.
care less,
and people who
to be
support,
honest.
yes, honestly you do, because you're like, oh, you're a predator. You're going after children. You're a predator, bro. Like you using
Sounds like
this-
you get this a lot because you're really defensive about
You're
it.
literally using this sick, nasty speech to describe me teaching people about the Bible.
Crazy,
That's what you're
dude.
sick.
You're using
evil.
a game for children.
You're using
to go after children.
You're using this vocabulary on purpose, bro. You're
Listen.
using it on purpose. You're just
No,
like
I hope
everybody
that,
else.
I hope that
who,
you're
like
not,
every atheist who doesn't believe in God.
harming any children. That's all.
You're like every person who is sick, disgusting, who doesn't believe in Christ, who doesn't believe in the Bible.
So people that don't believe in that, or you don't like.
People like you who go after Christians and call it predatory behavior are evil and sick. Yes, bro. You're literally Satan in disguise, telling people that they're predators, telling kids about the Bible in Fortnite.
This is a lot.
Jesus.
You know that, right? Like this
Well,
is an
it's
extreme reaction to
100%
someone saying
truth,
they
bro.
don't agree with what you're saying.
It's 100% truth. It's 100% truth. You call me
Thank you guys for the
a
subs.
predator
Thank you,
for teaching
you.
people about
Thank
God
you, Tatsumi,
and
for the
telling
follow.
them, hey,
Thank
don't
you,
lie.
JD Port,
don't do that. God
for the
doesn't
sub.
want you to do that.
Thank you for
God
the Prime
loves you.
sub.
You're calling me a
Thank
predator
you, Twix,
for doing that, bro. And that's
Twixie,
sick. And that's
Spider
evil.
Mandy,
And if
Shadow
I'm
Shot.
sorry you can't see that. And we'll be praying
Thank you
for you.
guys. Thank
bro.
you all for the
But you
follows.
need to
Thank
grow
you.
up
It's
and
Luca.
realize that it's not
Kia
evil. It's not
Trucks,
predatory
Series
behavior
Football, thank you.
to sit there and tell kids about the Bible in a game. And
Guys,
I don't
thank
go
you so much,
after
all of you.
kids
Thank you,
specifically.
Me. You cut out. You alright? Oh.
For these exact reasons,
Wow.
Dr. Witnesser chooses to mainly focus on talking to children. He knows it's the only real people he has any kind of influence or power over. When he hears a child's voice in-game, he gets excited and giddy because he knows he might have a chance to indoctrinate them into his religion. When these kids don't want to tell Dr. Witnesser how old they are or where they live, he will resort to calling them names like retarded.
So where are you from?
America.
Don't give me that crap, bro. Don't give me that crap, okay? I know.
America.
Yeah, I'm from America too. What state, genius?
A state.
You're an idiot. You're 100% an idiot.
I know.
You're a go to school. I know you shouldn't be calling people an idiot or more, but they literally are. They literally are. What else am I supposed to say? How else am I supposed to describe them? I can't say the R word. That's a slur, apparently.
Crashing out on children would
crazy.
actually be the reason for his first Twitch ban. One day, Dr. Witnesser would join a game with a Muslim kid and began his shtick of trying to preach about Jesus to him. When the kid tried to explain the cultural differences with his religion, Dr. Witnesser informed him that he will be going to hell for not sharing the same beliefs as him.
You're denying every other scripture before that has ever happened and saying that it's not truth.
Who, me?
Anybody. Anybody who sits there and says Jesus is not the Son of God, because what I'm saying is you're denying what Scripture says. You're denying the hundreds of prophecies that were fulfilled through Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
crazy.
denying that because usually what you're talking about, since you're American and Christian, since the Muslim culture, we don't really talk about that.
Yeah, you don't talk about it because they don't want to believe it. That's why.
Well, it's because Muslim culture, we've been different things through America and Christians. And
Hey, forget the fact that it's America, dude. It's just the Christianity in general. It doesn't matter that I'm in America. Christianity is all over the world. So look, if you were to die in your sins today, you would be sentenced to hell.
Telling a child they were going to hell for not believing in Jesus would result in Dr. Witnesser earning a 1-week suspension from Twitch. He would eventually become unbanned and continue talking to children in a manner that would ultimately result in a permanent suspension for hateful conduct. He would protest this permaban on Twitter in a now deleted tweet that said, "Twitch has yet again showed they have no tolerance for a hashtag Christian streamer who preaches what the hashtag Bible teaches. They are a
There's like few things that was wrong with that. First up, no, number one is there's nothing wrong with like being Christian on Twitch. There's nothing wrong with that. But the one thing that makes that also wrong is the fact that you're doing that with kids. If you're gonna preach of what the Bible teaches, like with the Word of God, then you gotta do that with the right group of people, and you have to do it in the right way. Doing what he did is ridiculous. It's just insane to me that there are people like this. It's
biased, hypocritical organization that shoves their agenda down everyone's throats. This is incredibly ironic, seeing the fact that his entire content model is based around shoving his religious agenda down everyone's throats. Dr. Witnesser would also take to TikTok, where he would complain that Twitch is run by the LGBTQ community and they were silencing him for speaking the truth. Somehow, this guy thinks telling kids they're going to hell and calling them retarded for not telling him where they live is the truth. After this, Dr. Witnesser would launch a legal complaint against the platform Twitch over his ban, claiming religious discrimination. He would post a now deleted tweet explaining why he was planning on suing Twitch and attached an image of legal paperwork for the proceedings.
I'm sorry, what? That's dumb? That's a dumb legal reason? Like, the fuck?
Most of his embarrassing tweets like this one have been deleted after he did his rebrand to the Faithful Sheriff. But thankfully, the website Dexerto archived a description of what the tweet said. "I'm currently seeking legal representation against Twitch and Amazon for unlawful termination of my Twitch account on the basis of religious discrimination. Unless Twitch restores my account in full and removes the strikes against it, I will not waver from this pursuit of justice." The document screenshot is from the Superior Court of California in the County of San Francisco. It is addressed from the plaintiff, Dr. Witnesser, versus Twitch. While of course there were some supportive of his decision, Witnesser was largely mocked in the replies.
It's crazy that this guy had to go through it this way through legal reasons, and it's dumb and crazy.
One follower sent him a picture of Twitch's rules around hateful conduct and harassment, to which Dr. Witnesser explained that he did none of that. To the surprise of literally nobody, this lawsuit would never come to fruition, and Dr. Witnesser would sulk off to another platform to stream on for the time being. The platform he would choose to stream on post-Twitch ban was called DLive.
Please follow me
DLive.
at dlive.tv/Dr. Witnesser. DLive isn't afraid to stand up for people in their freedom of speech and expression of their religion.
If you've never heard of this streaming platform, that's probably a good thing. The first paragraph of DLive's Wikipedia page pretty much sums up the audience that gathers on that website. DLive is an American video live streaming service that was founded in 2017. It was purchased by BitTorrent in 2019. Due to the site's lax enforcement.
BitTorrent. Hold up. What is BitTorrent? BitTorrent. And then this is it. Stream torrents while you download. Like, oh, it's like a streaming platform? Is that what it is? BitTorrent. Stream torrents while you download. Immediately play torrent files and mountain links. Streaming? I have no idea. But that's crazy.
Of prohibited guidelines, DLive has become a popular alternative to YouTube and Twitch among white supremacists, conspiracy theorists, neo-Nazis, neo-fascist, and extremists. The site is also used by gamers as an alternative to Twitch. Sounds like a super wholesome and God-loving platform if you ask me. Kidding, of course. Unfortunately, Dr. Witnesser wouldn't be relegated to this alt-right Nazi platform for long. His permanent Twitch ban would be reversed in 2023, and he would immediately go back to streaming on that platform.
Guys, I can't believe it. I appealed on Twitch to get myself unbanned, Dr. Witnesser, and they accepted my appeal. I am officially unbanned on Twitch, and I'm going to go into games and teach people about the gospel once again.
Of course, this return would almost immediately be met with a new controversy. This time, Dr. Witnesser decided to post a transphobic video where he would go around Fortnite and ask kids what they think a woman is. I think this one tweet from Curtis Connor in response to Dr. Witnesser pretty much sums up this
Dude is in his 40s talking to kids on Fortnite about genitals. He needs to be put on a list. If we're going to talk about that type of list, then maybe.
Entire situation. Dude is in his 40s talking to kids on Fortnite about genitals. He needs to be put on a list. This video is another piece of media that Dr. Witnesser would scrub from the internet. I wonder why. And for some reason, not too long after the "What is a Woman" video was released, Dr. Witnesser would also just start dropping the N-word on his streams.
You know, so back in the day of the 1910 and 1800s, people would refer to black individuals as niggers. Believe in Jesus.
You cannot be saying that shit. What the
Well, then act like it. Okay? Don't say, nigga this, nigga that. Bro, I'm not a... Someone was like talking to me in the chat, and they're like, did you say the N-word? And I'm like, what N-word? You mean...
Not very holy, Dr. Witnesser. Colossians 3:8 commands Christians to rid themselves of sinful attitudes and speech, as well as anger, rage, malice, slander, and filthy language. Now, of course, he's really only saying these things to drum up any kind of attention he can to boost his social media metrics. If talking to kids about the Bible doesn't work, maybe talking to kids about the Bible while saying the N-word will. All publicity is good publicity, right? Turns out it's not. At least not for Dr. Witnesser. After years of unsuccessfully farming nothing but hate on the internet, he decided it was time for a change. it was time for a major rebrand. He would tweet out on February 7th, 2026, "I was involved in a horrible accident today. I don't know if I'll be scarred forever or not, but I will persevere and continue to bring the gospel to the children of Fortnite. Please don't make fun of my appearance on Monday's stream. Together we will get through this, and I hope there is a way to return to some semblance of a normal life. I'll see you then." He wasn't actually in an accident though. He was just lying. Proverbs 12:22 says lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, by the way. Dr. Witnesser feigning that he was in some kind of horrible accident was actually just a terrible way to promote his new VTubing identity known as the Faithful Sheriff.
I don't know what happened, okay? I don't know what happened. I fell asleep watching the Bugulator, okay? And I fell asleep. I woke up like this, okay? I'm telling you, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Bro, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just as shocked as you are, okay?
This peanut model is directly stolen from a massively popular VTuber known as The Burnt Peanut. And if directly copying The Burnt Peanut's whole shtick wasn't bad enough, he immediately began begging his fans for help on getting the guy to notice him. He lamely claimed that The Burnt Peanut actually cast a spell on him and turned him into a peanut.
Isn't lying not a sin? I lied saying you were in a terrible accident. We were worried. This is not a joke. What do you mean? Is this not an accident? You think I'm a peanut on purpose? Is this not? What are you talking about? You think I want to be a peanut? I don't know how people could be hating. This is not my fault. Obviously, that peanut's fault. He cast a spell on me. You know, he's always casting spells. Whenever someone donates to him, he's like, "Oh, good man, good sir." No one can understand him. He's talking in tons. He's speaking in tons. He's casting spells. He must have did this to me. All right, this is straight up copy. I look nothing like him. I'm a fatter peanut. I have a different complexion than he does. And he turned me into this. I did not do this myself. I'm not copying The Burnt Peanut. He turned me into one. I wish you guys would stop calling me that. I'm nothing like him. I don't swear. I don't take Jesus' name in vain. I'm like the family-friendly peanut. You know, you don't let your kids
Family-friendly
watch the
peanut.
Bugulator. Let them watch the Chudster. Yeah. I'm the eco-friendly, kid-friendly Fortnite peanut.
And if his fans wanted him to go back to being Dr. Witnesser, then they'll have to get the Burnt Peanut to essentially shout him out.
Well, since there's so much controversy with me being a peanut and all, and people accusing me of copying and all that, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys, the internet. Now you got one decision. It's either Dr. Witnesser or the Faithful Sheriff. It's up to you. Here's the deal. If you get the Burnt Peanut to respond to this video by saying, "I released you of your peanut bones," you'll get your Witnesser back, and I'll be gone. You got a week to do this. Now, if the Burnt Peanut don't respond to this video by saying, "I released you from your peanut bones," I'll be the Faithful Sheriff forever. What you gonna be now, everybody? You want there only to be one peanut in town? So it's up to you. Get this video circulating. Get the peanut to respond. He either releases me from my peanut bones, or I stay like this forever. It's up to you, internet. You got a week to make it happen.
This pathetic attempt for attention didn't really work because he doesn't really have any real fans. His audience is mostly composed of trolls and hate watchers. Of course, the Burnt Peanut never acknowledged the Faithful Sheriff, and he would eventually post a video on his YouTube channel admitting that he copied the Burnt Peanut's avatar for publicity and attention.
Why are you copying the Burnt Peanut? This is a new low. You are stupid. Be original. Yada, yada, yada. And I hear you. The problem is I don't care. I really don't. Why am I doing it? Well, because for fun. Because I find it fun. And 2, for exposure. It's not
exposure for what?
Guy in chat's like, "Why are you rebranding?" It's not a rebrand. I'm still Dr. Witnesser, the Chudster, my nickname. And for exposure, I'm a content creator. I do this for a living. I make money off of my videos, believe it or not. Okay.
Going forward, the faithful sheriff would take his new shtick of acting like a bootleg Christian burnt peanut and combine that with his old content of preaching to children on Fortnite. He also added in this weird farting thing too, where his avatar basically shits itself every few minutes. I've seen people speculate on this being attributed to a fart fetish, but I don't know if I'd go that far. I think it's just a crass way of trying to appeal to kids with poop humor, which is still weird if you ask me.
Is that true?
Oh,
That's
sorry, I'm a little
crazy.
gassy. Oh. Oh, I think I have to go poop.
It really is you. Wow, that's awesome.
The combination of all of these things would actually manage to garner the faithful sheriff a ton of attention on social media, albeit mostly negative, but a ton of attention nonetheless. He would even get involved in a huge drama with the YouTube channel Super Mega. This happened after Super Mega tweeted a photoshopped image of the faithful sheriff's peanut avatar with a penis, claiming the faithful sheriff commissioned it. Now, I obviously can't show you the peanut penis, but this image went viral on Twitter. It got so big that there was even people insanely selling keychains of it on the TikTok shop. Now, of course, the faithful sheriff was not happy about Super Mega claiming he commissioned an image of his avatar with a penis. He went on angry tirades on Twitter and his live streams trying to convince everyone making fun of him that the images were fake and photoshopped. The faithful sheriff would even go as far as threatening legal action against Super Mega. This is a call for @Super Mega to admit that I did not ask them to make a pornographic meme picture of my VTuber's model and they faked the DMs. If they do not comply, a lawyer will be sending them a cease and desist officially. If they do not comply, then this will be escalated to a more serious legal action and I will also be filing a police report against them. I will not tolerate fake DMs to slander my name and brand.
That's crazy.
Either. Just a few weeks after the faithful sheriff sent out this tweet, Super Mega would post a tweet revealing that he did in fact receive a cease and desist in the mail from the faithful sheriff. But I have to be honest, I believe this is just another troll post by Super Mega because if you actually read the letter he allegedly received, it's pretty insane. Dear Super Mega Productions, I, Edward Hennig, also known as the Faithful Sheriff, hereby provide formal notice that I have become aware of certain statements and materials published which contain content that could be harmful to my Christian peanut brand image, including a photograph of my penis. Said published materials include, but are not limited to, the following: a meme of my original character, the Faithful Sheriff, onto which an image of my penis has been digitally superimposed, a screenshot of direct messages showing myself requesting the creation of the aforementioned meme, as well as the photo of my real penis that I transmitted to you. These messages were private and not intended for public dissemination. However, their unauthorized disclosure has led to widespread public awareness that the penis depicted on my peanut character is in fact my own. Rather, it was intended to be presented as an anonymously sourced penis for the purposes of the meme. Through my original creation, the Faithful Sheriff, I portray the character of an arrogant and self-righteous fire and brimstone Christian. Your publications have
lies, it's all lies.
Christian brand image, as no true man of the Lord, nor any man convincingly portraying one, would ever request such a meme involving his own penis. If you do not immediately cease all peanut-related and penis-related statements, I will command the courts to strike you with a defamation lawsuit. Now, if this was a real cease and desist sent by the Faithful Sheriff, then it is yet another lawsuit that will seemingly go nowhere, much like his one against Twitch years prior. This public beef with Super Mega would be another thing that boosted his popularity and online presence. Of course, he didn't actually gain any genuine followers from this online back and forth, just more trolls to insult him and call him a predator while he streams. He would even gain the attention of the YouTuber known as Gideon. Gideon is a former YouTube
here we go, Gideon.
Over 8.5 million subscribers. In 2023, he pivoted his content from pranks to predator catching and recently has been trying to interview well-known lolcow predators like Cyrax and Nova Online.
Nova, if you're watching, man, I added you on Discord You know, I would love to talk to you, man.
Gideon would learn about who the faithful sheriff was and decided to invite him onto his live stream to have a conversation with him. The faithful sheriff, who's a glutton for attention, of course agreed to speak with him. This interview starts with Gideon taking subtle jabs at the faithful sheriff about being a predator that he did not take kindly to.
Why are they saying you smell? Why are they saying you're scared?
Because they, you know, do you not know? Like, people call me a predator, they say I'm a pedo and all that because I talk to kids sometimes in Fortnite about Jesus, so they label me a pedo and all that, and they're like, oh, predator, blah blah blah.
Listen, man, you know, I'm the type of guy where, like, you know, I don't believe in incarceration, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the type of guy where I think, you know, hey, if you have a God's honest conversation about it, you feel me, you know, I don't do it again, you know, like I mean, I think we could be honest, man. You just kind of like got carried away, right?
About what? What are you talking about?
Like you just got carried away in the moment, huh?
About what?
Like, you know, like how old were the kids on average you were talked to?
Okay, all right, I see. You're trolling. Oh,
nah, I'm just messing
all
with you,
making
man.
sense.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, man. Nah, but no, genuinely, man.
Jesus would not support that kind of trolling. You know what Paul talks about?
Whoa,
talks about being not joking around with your fellow brethren because it'd be taken the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. No, I feel that.
During this interview, Gideon would press the faithful sheriff on a variety of different topics, like his defense of Dr. Disrespect. After running his usual defense of stating the minor was 17 and we don't really know what they were talking about, so we shouldn't call the doc a predator, he also tells Gideon because Dr. Disrespect apologized, he should be forgiven and people should let it go.
I don't think that's something to downplay with a brother in Christ, you feel me? Well, I don't even know if he is a brother in Christ or not, let alone, but I know you are. So that's not something to downplay.
Look, if you're a brother in Christ like you say you are, you know that the Bible calls us, Jesus calls us to forgive those who repent. And he goes live on stream and says he's been unfaithful and that he's sorry. So how are you going to hold that unfaithfulness over his head still?
I'm not holding it over his head, but I'm also not calling it a boneheaded mistake. A boneheaded mistake is walking out the house with two left and right, your left foot shoe on your right foot and your right shoe on your left foot. That's a boneheaded mistake. Or forgetting your keys and then having to go back inside. That's a boneheaded mistake.
Like adultery. Why did you bring up his adultery?
Well, because you okay. That was just a point that I had seen earlier because you had brought up like, oh, you shouldn't joke around with a brother in Christ.
Like, is it sin that what he did? Is it bad that he did that? Yes. Did he say he was sorry? Yes. Did he also say he was sorry about what happened with that Twitch whisper? Yes. So you're like, let's continue to condemn the man. Even like I said, my main point is we don't know.
I never said condemn. All I'm saying is you don't have to. You can forgive, but you don't have to forget. But that's besides the point. The real thing I want to hit you up with.
Look, you brought it up. Why are people so bent on calling this man a pedo for him whispering?
I never called him a pedo.
And I'm saying society, like, you know that he is being called that and labeled that. You know that. My point is why
if he knew the whole time that person was a minor, then he's a predator.
I agree, but we don't know that if he knew that the whole time. We just have speculation, and this other Twitch employee that I believe is lying because, like I said.
But you know what the crazy thing about it though is that would have never happened. That would have never happened if you were faithful to your wife. You see, there a lot of things won't happen if we do the right thing to begin with.
Gideon would also have a discussion with the faithful sheriff about how targeting children in Fortnite to preach to is inappropriate. During this conversation, Gideon would ask the faithful sheriff if he would be okay with random adults trying to speak to his kids about religion in Fortnite. The faithful sheriff would respond by stating he would not let his kids use voice chat, and if he caught an adult preaching religion to his kids, he would remove them from the game.
So you say you have kids, right? Do you allow your kids to, when they play, do you allow your kids to play video games?
I do.
Okay, you do. Do you allow them to go on voice chat on those video games?
No.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Why don't you let them go on voice chat?
Because they're too young.
Are they? So they're able to play games like Like they
They
could
are
actually.
too young, in my opinion, to be on voice chat. Period.
Okay. Would you? Okay. I'm not saying you don't have to say whether this, but like, would you say 8, 9, 10 years old is too young to be on voice chat?
As I'm saying, I said they are too young to be on voice chat.
I'm not saying your kids. I'm just saying, do you think 8, 9, or 10 is too young to be on voice chat?
Nowadays, for sure.
Okay, nowadays for sure. Okay, fair. Okay.
I believe, yeah. I think they should be at least. I don't know. I mean, there's some pretty. I've met some pretty competent, like 13, 14-year-olds that like have a talking, like they talk like they're pretty. Like you wouldn't be able to tell they're 14. I thought they might be like 17 or 18, but then there's some that are just like, I don't know, their education is lesser, I guess you could say. I'm not trying to diss kids, but anyways, I would argue that you probably shouldn't allow them to be on voice chat any younger than 16, probably.
Okay, hey, you know what? I'm on you with that, man. I've caught a lot of Roblox predators, man, so I don't disagree. Let's say there was a Dawa Muslim, preaching the word of Islam, right? And they came into a game with your child. Well, how would you feel?
Which wouldn't happen because they wouldn't be playing Fortnite and they wouldn't be in voice chat.
Okay, but in this hypothetical, how would you feel if someone from a different religion than you're trying to raise your kids up to be was trying to put their religion on you? How would you feel?
Are you actually a Christian?
I just asked. I mean,
and I'm asking you, are you actually a Christian?
Okay, here. I mean, can I answer you after you answer me?
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just asking, how would you feel?
I wouldn't want them on voice chat.
Yeah. I know you wouldn't want them, and you obviously don't have them on voice chat.
That's the answer.
Okay.
How would I feel is that I wouldn't want them on voice chat.
Okay.
Are you a Christian? Yes or no?
So, but that doesn't answer the question because I gave a hypothetical. So.
And I just answered you.
No, that's you.
Was doing that.
That was you sidestepping my hypothetical.
If someone was doing that hypothetically to my child, I would get them off of voice chat.
So the faithful sheriff recognizes that young kids shouldn't even be on voice chat with adults, and he wouldn't want his own kids to be preached to by random adults, yet he still goes out every day on his streams to preach to other people's children. The hypocrisy
That's
here
crazy.
is unreal, and then he has the audacity to ask Gideon this.
Well, so do you think I go into Fortnite specifically to target some 8-year-old, or do I just play Fortnite because everybody plays it and I like the game and I'm good at it?
Live on Twitch, hunting down little kids to tell them about Jesus. So yes, the faithful sheriff does specifically go into Fortnite looking to talk to kids. And to make matters worse, the faithful sheriff displays all of the usernames of the kids he talks to when he streams. Because of this, his viewers have been spam adding the kids he matches with lately to try and warn them to leave the lobby. In return, the faithful sheriff gets very angry and resorts to calling all of his viewers predators for trying to do this.
Someone
Crazy.
someone invited me into something,
Oh yeah, don't accept their invite, bro. Don't accept their invite.
No, it's in the party. I just
Yeah.
gotta tell you.
Yes, don't accept anybody's invite or friend request. Trust me, okay?
No, not friend request. It's
Whatever it is, don't accept it. Why didn't you leave voice chat?
Yeah, nah. No, get out. No, I know who you are. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
What? What are you doing?
No, they told me. No, someone randomly told me that you're an absolute Yo, get out. No.
Who scraps?
Oh, don't ignore all incoming friend requests.
Okay.
Ignore all incoming friend requests.
Besides for you?
They're not me. Is there a way? No.
Oh. Yo, stop adding me. Trying to add me, people.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, don't add anybody. They're trolls.
That's crazy.
Yes, they're viewers of my stream, and they're actually predators. They actually want to get your information. So Because they're trolls. So just don't accept any of their friend requests.
Putting the lunacy of this claim aside, if this was true, that means the faithful sheriff willfully and repeatedly exposes kids to his audience of predators every single day. Now, I don't actually believe that's what's happening here, but I wanted to highlight just how insane that statement is if it was true. Recently, in light of all the negative attention the faithful sheriff has earned over the last couple of months, he's decided to apologize for his weird behavior with kids. I'm just kidding. He's actually only doubled and tripled down on talking to children online.
That's
if
crazy.
He's not talking to kids in Fortnite, then he's actively trying to skinwalk as the guy he stole his Peanut avatar from, The Burnt Peanut. Recently, The Burnt Peanut started a private Rust server called Peanuts Wasteland for popular streamers to come together and play on. After seeing the success of this server, the faithful sheriff decided he too was going to create a private Rust server for streamers to play on. Live tomorrow with The Sheriff's Bounty, a private Rust server, available to creators only. If you're a fellow streamer and would like a stream sniper free experience, leave your info below. Server capacity is 40 players for now. Made with AI, by the way. I don't know how he thought this was a good idea, seeing the fact that nobody on the internet really likes him, and he doesn't have any streamer friends to join him on this collaborative effort. He would also immediately be called out for directly copying the Burnt Peanuts Rust server idea. Stealing the guy's entire character wasn't enough. Now he has to steal his content too. The faithful sheriff ended up receiving so much backlash for this that he felt the need to address his critics on Twitter. For those who are saying, he's copying Peanut with this Rust thing, I've been watching Rust streamers ever since the Peanut server started. My community voted for me to play Rust yesterday, and I did. But despite every effort to prevent stream sniping, the same idiot kept getting into my game regardless and ruining the whole stream experience. I decided to buy a small server solely for the purpose of being able to experience Rust without stream snipers ruining it for everyone. And of course, gaming is more fun with people, so yes, I'm going to invite people I trust to play on it as well. I like how he doesn't really defend himself against the accusations of copying the Burnt Peanut with this tweet. It's really more of an admittance that yes, he saw the Burnt Peanut successfully streaming a private Rust server, and that he decided to do the same thing afterward.
That's
and it
insane,
take long for
man.
a creator named Throat to infiltrate the faithful sheriff's Rust server to stream snipe him. Throat would troll the sheriff so hard that he would end up completely shutting down his own server.
Throat, you want to talk to him?
He's coming out.
You just kill him?
No, he's shooting at some. Oh, wait, Throat did kill him.
Throat's stealing him.
Why did he have to build stairs here?
Okay, you guys are done.
Well,
Random missile strikes, dude.
Throat, get out!
I'm banned.
Oh, no, I'm dead.
Oh,
He shut down the whole server.
He shut it
the
down?
whole server, yeah.
Alright.
It's in the MR.
I didn't think you shut down the whole fucking server.
That is so funny.
I turned the server off. I turned the server off.
The faithful sheriff is completely shameless and really has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. Not only is he incredibly weird for the way he speaks to kids in video games, but he has also proven to be completely unoriginal since the start of his streaming career. The only real thing he has done successfully during his time online is managing to amass an audience of people that cannot stand his presence. He tried and failed to rebrand as a VTuber in order to escape his past controversies as Dr. Witnesser. And now the vast part of the internet knows he's a content-stealing weirdo who likes to talk to children online. Originally, I thought this is where the video was going to end, but while I was editing, the faithful sheriff tweeted this: "No stream today.
What?
I'm kinda in another world. Gonna have to figure out how to get back." This statement is vaguely similar to the one he made before becoming a Peanut VTuber, and I had a strange feeling he was going to rebrand once again. Sure enough, I was correct. Hours later, he would tweet out this AI image with the caption that read, "Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, only on #Twitch. A new arc begins.
It begins,
So I decided to wait 24 hours to see what new horrible and unoriginal identity he was going to go by. Hysterically, opening up his stream the following day would actually turn out to be less eventful than I had anticipated, because the new identity he revealed was just an anime version of the Peanut.
So this was the big change. I mean, it's a pretty big change, don't you think? I mean, come on, like... He's like downplaying all this, like, oh, so this was the big change? Give me a break.
So yeah, this new arc he was hyping up really isn't anything new at all. He is still a shameless clone of the Burnt Peanut, just with an anime filter slapped over his model now, and there was no content change either. He is still loading into Fortnite lobbies looking for kids to talk to about Jesus. The faithful Sheriff is also now trying to start beef with the Burnt Peanut, which is just so pathetic. Calling you out at the Burnt Peanut. If you don't care that there is another peanut in the world besides you, why am I banned from your Discord? I'm not banned in your Twitch stream, but my name is blocked in your chat, so everything I type doesn't go through. Your own manager reached out to me about that fake cease and desist letter, but hasn't shown me the kindness of reaching out for any follow-up, nor has responded to any other inquiries.
Insane.
I'm a well-known content creator, but you don't have the balls to let me on your Rust server, and I have asked several times. It's the deputies versus the bungulators. What are you afraid of? It should be obvious to everyone why the Burnt Peanut doesn't want to interact with the guy who is copying everything he does down to his mannerisms and vocal tics. The faithful Sheriff is the definition of desperate for views. Any amount of relevance he's gained over the years stems from copying other creators and talking to kids on Fortnite. Honestly, the sooner this guy disappears into obscurity, the better. This has been the story of the faithful Sheriff, the streamer who harasses kids with God.
It's crazy that you got people just now stream to actual. It's just insane, man. What's the world become? Like, holy shit. I have no words at this moment. It's crazy. Alright. Alright. So, that was that. That's kind of insane, man. Okay. I did what I wanted to do. I don't need to do anything else. Honestly, I think I'm all good. I'm all good. I'm all good for today. Honestly, not a huge stream today. Not a whole lot. It's gonna be happening. I want to keep the stream short. I was gonna edit a video on stream, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Kind of want to keep it short today. Thank you all so much for coming to the stream. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I will see y'all tomorrow.